Excuse me, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Excuse me? Who are you?
I work for RDMP. I don't want to make a scene, so I suggest you come with me.
Am I going to be detained?
Yes. I'll be taking you to a facility. I can't tell you where.
That's ridiculous. What is this even for?
Please, just come with me, ma'am. I'm fed up with not having any answers.
Morning. You hungry? I was planning on making something in a bit. Don't worry about it. You're my guest. I don't mind. Let me just figure some of this out first. I'm trying to at least outline a research proposal. Yeah. Thing is, I have to petition the hospital to be involved and let the patients volunteer for the study, which means moving them around, letting more people into their containment, lots of data collection, resources, funding. It's a bit different than the University Review Board, is my point. Everything has to be air fucking tight. And I don't even know exactly what I would need to measure. Yeah, go ahead. Those are not big words. Really? Pyrokinetic is a big word to you? You're a fairy. Don't you have aquakinesis? How did you possibly manage to avoid that class? What do you mean you don't like it? Aquakinesis is cool as fuck. It's just a different sort of magic. You'll figure it out, just like you figured out the rest of your magic. Well, yeah, I know Cal helped you, but it's not like we all learned our magic without any help. You know that, right? Anyway, that's basically the closest thing I can liken it to. Well, it technically falls under thaumaturgy, since it's dealing with manipulating a natural phenomenon. And since fairies can manipulate water, yeah, it's just similar. At least more so than anything else. And that's all I really have to go on right now. You could just go to the dome and ask someone to teach you, you know, right? Yeah. You don't have to be taking a class to be there. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit. Like, I don't know how to stress the importance of studying them when I don't even really know what studying them would look like. I mean, I don't even know what kind of ethical issues I'd have to handle. And I mean, I don't want to mistreat them, but given what we know, they might end up getting aggressive. And I have no clue what I would do then. Yeah. None of this even guarantees that the patients will actually volunteer. And then I'd really be fucked, because I'd just be Stuck in limbo with a research project that'll get no funding and no publishable results. We still wouldn't know jack shit about the powers. Well, yeah, it would definitely screw up my reputation, but getting this information is way more important than my fucking research career. Well, then, that's just a sacrifice I'm gonna have to be willing to make. Of course he didn't sleep. He doesn't even sleep when there hasn't been a disaster. He hasn't said anything else. I wonder if he was talking with that one patient. What do you mean? The first thing I would do. I mean, fuck it, do a brain scan. I mean, after Ego, I think that would be the best place to start. And figure out why some of them are asleep, and figure out why others are going crazy. That's a whole other set of things I have to think about now, huh? More popular today. The hell? Oh shit. What the hell did you just send me? You fucking... When? How? At your station? There's no way this is happening.
Hello again.
I'm glad to see you're alright, ma'am.
I didn't know you two worked together.
Neither did I.
We've got a couple of questions, mainly about Ego.
I thought I already told you everything I know.
Lyra, I'm just gonna be frank with you. We know there's something you're hiding from us.
What are you talking about?
The only person that Ego has been willing to talk to is Cal. On 2 occasions. First, when he burned Cal's arm. And second, when Ego was still held by Glenn, Cal spoke to him then too. Both of these times, Ego mentioned you directly.
That doesn't mean I'm hiding something. We knew each other, yes. I don't know where he got his powers. I don't know what you want from me.
Nah, see, that's not gonna cut it. Frankly, I'm not all that interested in what you have to say about his powers, since you've made it pretty clear you don't know anything. But there isn't any explanation for him bringing you up both times the way he did.
He specifically told Cal that we need to find out more about him from you. It wasn't just an offhand comment, and it wasn't misdirection. The second time he said that, he was in pain and desperate.
I'd personally also like you to explain how you knew to call that security alert.
We just need to know what you know. We need to understand Ego's motivations. Anything you know about him could be relevant.
I don't think I can answer all your questions, but on that matter, the reason I called a security alert on the day of the attack was because I'd gotten a voicemail from him. I deleted it, and I don't think I can get it back, but he sounded malignant. He made a bunch of vague threats and talked about his ideals.
What ideals would those be?
You know of the revertists.
Has he always believed in all that?
Not always. He used to be normal, raised like any other fairy in the city proper. When we were at the university together, he was 2 years below me. And it was during his second year that it really took hold of him.
So, you were friends?
Yes. Not very close, but close enough for me to know what happened. He found groups. He spent a lot of time on forums. I watched him go from a normal, happy kid to an angry shell of himself. He got in trouble with the school once, and he lost all his friends. Including me, eventually. He just became so resentful. It took over his entire life. It would be all he thought about, talked about. All he saw in people around him was their allegiance to fairies. I wasn't even there to see the worst of it. I graduated before I could see what he would turn into. I saw him again once, a few years after, and I barely recognized him.
Do you think he hates Raelia?
Unquestionably. When we saw each other again, he scoffed at the idea of coming back. He never even finished his degree. All he cared about by then was returning to his natural state. He acted like studying at Raelia was a stain. Like it devalued him.
Was he violent, though? Did he hate Raelia enough to attack it like he did?
I didn't think so. Surely not then, but maybe I just had hope he wasn't that far gone. I remember being put off by him after that time. His ideology grew a lot in the 2010s, and he clearly wanted to be a part of that, so I chose to distance myself. I would get some messages from him occasionally, just normal stuff. I didn't enjoy it. He was my friend after all. Letting all that go felt like a weight. But after I began working for the government, I never heard from him again. I could just forget.
Until the voicemail?
Yes. It was like a nightmare coming back to haunt me. I knew that my worst fears about him were coming true. He mentioned Cal and Noah in the voicemail, actually. I knew I couldn't ignore him anymore, so I panicked. Deleted the voicemail, sent the alert. I never could have imagined he would go so far.
So he didn't turn violent until recently, am I right?
I suppose, yes. Why?
We've been in communication with Cal and Noah.
What, the RDMP?
Yes, for about 3 weeks now.
Ego was with me before this guy came and took him, but Cal was able to talk to him, and he got a lot of information.
We held Ego until a few days ago, when he blew himself out of our containment. Based on what the two of you have said, my theory is that the powers influenced him to become violent. I believe it's a sort of inverse of dire magic, where the powers trigger strong emotions instead of the other way around.
How is that possible?
We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know right now. And we can't really be sure about anything until we're able to study the subjects properly.
You want to use the university's resources, is that right?
Well, yes. It's absolutely crucial that we learn as much as possible about this new set of powers. We can't afford to give them the chance to do any more harm.
I can authorize that, of course. However, I expect you to follow our ethical standards.
That's fine. I wasn't planning on breaking them. It's been made clear to me that doing this in secret isn't an option anymore. That's why I'm asking for your help. And if that means I have to work outside my usual methods, then so be it. I don't want to cause any incidents.
You have anything else to ask her?
No.
Anything else you want to tell us, ma'am?
That's really all I have.
Well then, it's my turn. Unfortunately, ma'am, you did just admit to withholding evidence from me when I spoke with you the first time. Knowing that he sent you a voicemail and being able to hear it could have helped us understand things a lot sooner.
Hold on a second.
No. He's right. I made a costly mistake. I'll take full responsibility.
Alright, I think we're done here. I'll keep her here with me if that's okay with you, Rial.
Knock yourself out.
Alright, put your hands behind your back for me, man. Kel, don't. Where is she?
So that's why he made me do this here.
Where's Lyra?
He decided to arrest her, so...
How the fuck did you just let that happen? Why the fuck did you even take her?
I took her in to ask questions, just like I did for you. I got my answers, so now I'm letting him do his thing, so I can get the ball rolling on my end.
Why the hell did Glenn arrest her?
This isn't ideal for me either, okay? But I'm not gonna stop him. Especially not after what we learned.
What does that mean? Hey, asshole! What does that mean? Hey! Noah.
And just so you know, I'm doing everything in my power to set shit in this goddamn city right. And I would love to do that by myself, but since all you fucks are so eager to get in my way, I have to worry about keeping you happy. But there isn't an agreement between us yet, and I'm not playing by your fucking rules. You wanna know why she was arrested? Because she knew Ega was coming. She lied.
What? There's no way.
Right. I don't have the fucking time to deal with this.
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. You can let go of me now. Oh. Thanks, bestie. So if she knew, then that means she could have. Lyra? Is it true? Why? We could have died. My arm.
I don't have an answer to give you.
So that's just it?
I'm sorry, Cal.
Come on.